Hey everybody, my name is qcknd and I have 3 feral cats. I've adopted them, they live in my house, and I believe they've acclimated pretty well. But in today's video, I just want to share some of the tips I have developed or at least use in my life to have a happy home with 3 cats. So I describe them as feral cats, and a feral cat is kind of a cat from outside. I live in Philadelphia and there are a lot of outside cats. And I was able to adopt all 3 of my cats really from my general neighborhood. Although 3 is my limit now, maybe you can understand how someone could, be walking home, see a cat. So I have 3 cats, all varying in age, gender, size, and most of all, needs. Very first main tip, something that makes my life so much easier having 3 cats, is an automatic litter box. So I'm going to be talking about the Pet Safe Scoop Free litter box. And an automatic litter box is a litter box you plug in. Generally they have a raking system, and the rake will scoop or rake away waste. You may remember, if you follow me on Instagram, a year and a half ago I got my first Pet Safe automatic litter box, and now I have a brand new one for my bedroom. So it is recommended that you have a litter box per cat plus 1. I have some territory issues in my house with my female cat. For the first year she lived here, everybody got along, and then one day nobody got along. I have been slowly introducing the cats back together, but one thing I found really helpful was every cat having its own litter box, and PB, my girl cat, lives in my bedroom. Giving PB her own litter box has been life-changing in the whole dynamic of territory and cat and preferences. So before I had PB with a top entry litter box, and she really liked it and I really liked it too. I love that the cat can walk into the litter box, and when they jump out, their little feet walk across a little grate and it helps with litter. So I recently introduced the Pet Safe top entry automatic litter box to my bedroom situation, and I am super happy. I love the convenience of an automatic litter box, like I said, because it cleans itself throughout the day automatically, and with manual litter boxes, sometimes I don't get to them every day, and I love when the litter box is clean, and I love that the automatic litter box by Pet Safe does it on its own. It's really easy to set up out of the box. It only comes with a few pieces, and when I unboxed it, it was only about 5 minutes from taking it out of the box to setting it up to Olive smelling it. The Pet Safe automatic litter box itself has a tray with crystal litter, and you can write the date on the litter box so you know when you changed the litter last, so you can refer to that when it's time to change it in the future. With just PB using this litter box, I can get away with not changing the litter for about 16 days, which I'm pretty excited about. And then the changing the litter is super simple. You pull out the tray, put the lid on, and install a new tray. It's that simple. So swapping it out is super easy. When you're done with it, you take your refill pack and you take the lid off of this. This is your new litter to replace your old litter. So you will lift this up, and you can see underneath is the old box. You'll take this lid, slip it on the old litter, slide it out, and then put your new tray right underneath. That's all. Now at this point I have 2 automatic litter boxes, so it's really nice if you are self-conscious about cat smell or pet smell like I am when I have guests over, because I worry about being nose blind. Anybody else? It is great peace of mind, and it's super easy like I mentioned. Check out Pet Safe all linked down below. Thank you, PetSafe, so much for sponsoring this video. I love my cats so much. They're such a big part of my life, so this was so fun to collaborate and work together. The next thing I recommend if you are a cat owner, dishwasher safe ceramic pet bowls. This is such a big game changer to me because I finally have a dishwasher. I love putting pet bowls in the dishwasher. It is so nice. So I didn't spend a ton of money on my ceramic pet bowls, and at this point I probably have like 6 in rotation that I'm pretty excited about. I have a couple antique and a couple thrifted bowls, and I really like them. So you'll have to keep an eye on your cat to see how they eat. And I know this sounds kind of wild, but my biggest cat, Ethan, I noticed that he was laying down to eat, and for a while I thought it was haha funny, and then I realized that the bowl was not at the appropriate height for him, so he would lay down to eat. So I did get a little bit of a bowl riser for Ethan, and then my other cats do best with like little, almost like saucer-like bowls. I have these really cute authentic Pyrex bowls that are perfect for cats, and they still fit in the riser if I'm running low on bowls and just want to give one to Ethan. I've also found really cute novelty bowls at discount stores, so it's really nice, and all you have to do is check on the bottom to see if it is dishwasher safe, and do double check because I have been out, flipped over a bowl, saw it wasn't dishwasher safe, and put it back. Putting my cat food bowls in the dishwasher, 10 out of 10. So while working on some territory issues, I feed my boy cats in my kitchen, and then I feed my girl cat in my bedroom. That's her territory, and that has been really helpful. For a while I had a communal self-feeding dry food, which was out all of the time. Any cat could come over and take a little munch of kibble, but it really helped a lot with the territory issues, giving everybody separate bowls on different levels of the house. Now, I'll notice the boy cats have a little crunch and munch upstairs of PB's kibble, but having these separate zones where cats can eat alone has been really helpful. Next, I want to talk about vertical space. So I think when you think of vertical space, you think of cat trees. I've had issues with cat trees before. I buy them, my cat doesn't use them, my cat would rather play with Q-tips. But when I moved the cat tree around the house, I was able to find places where the cats use the cat tree more often or didn't recognize it at all. Vertical space is really nice for your cats. If you've ever gotten a huge Amazon package and took 2 days to open it and noticed your cat's playing with it, they like to be up high. It's great for me because if I don't give my cats something up high to jump on, they will jump on my shoulders or the couch or on a shelf, and anything to get them from not jumping on the shelf. I had the hardest time getting my girl cat to go into the cat tree. So I took a pillow that she often sleeps on and I put it on top of the cat tree. 2 days later, I saw her sleeping on top of the pillow, which happened to be on top of the cat tree. Now I see her in there very often, and that vertical play really stimulates your cat. So although PB doesn't really like to play with toys or string, at least I know she's being satisfied in this way. Next, I want to talk about brushing. So I can't really recommend a brush to you specifically, but I can recommend how I discovered the brush that works best for me. So I have a couple standard wire pet brushes, and my 2 short hair cats respond to it pretty well. However, for the life of me, I could not brush my long hair cat. I could get a few swipes in, and then he would bite me, and I would be like, hey, you know what? Look how you look. One day I discovered though that my long hair cat liked being brushed with a human brush, a $30 human brush. He responds really well to it, and I love giving him a good brush. It keeps your cats clean and it helps with shedding. So although I can't recommend a specific brush to you, I can recommend putting brushing on the calendar. My cats have white hair and they shed all over everything all the time. Also, my big cat has dandruff because it's a hard world out there for him. So if you put brushing your cat in your phone as an alarm or on your calendar, I guarantee you're more likely to do it because it's one of those things you can easily forget. For me, I keep the brush in my kitchen, kind of gross, but whenever I'm waiting for my coffee, my water to boil, I'm just standing there, I think, oh yeah, I'll brush the cats. And I swear it gets done way more often because of that than it would if I just brushed them every time I saw them shedding. I think nail trimming can go the same way. I trim my cat's nails at home, and although it's not a perfect process, we did discover that my cats are a lot less intimidated when just one person does their nails instead of two people ganging up on them. That might not work for you, just logically. However, when I'm able to take my cat, pet him, hold out his paw, I'm able to clip his nails much easier than one of us holding the cat, the other one, hold still, okay, here I go. So if you can look at your cats, figure out what works for them, just kind of gauge your actions and their responses. For me, it took a year, but I said one day, let me just cut their nails. And it was a 10-minute process. Beautiful. Finally, on the topic of cat hair, I want to talk about vacuums. I have cat hair everywhere. It is such a problem. The lint in my dryer is screaming right now, but one thing I find really effective for cat hair is one of these things. If you can find one of these. However, one thing I really recommend is a good vacuum. So I have had vacuums in the past, but the vacuum I have right now is specifically for people with animals. It might be a marketing thing for a lot of vacuums to mention their effectiveness against hair and fur, but I specifically picked out the vacuum I have now because it has different attachments that are specifically for pet hair. So one of the attachments is literally one of these with a vacuum hose, which is great for my couch. And then there was also a fur buster attachment, which is really great. I have a vacuum that has a clear dustbin, so once it gets full, I can empty it out, and I always notice the majority of the dirt is cat hair. I have an off-brand robot vacuum that I bought really affordably that I thought did a really great job. If you are a pet owner, if you have cats, cat hair is just one of those things. It's everywhere, and with a little bit of litter tracked in here and there, or a toy somebody shredded, or a bunch of Q-tips. It's really nice to have a little buddy in the mix like a robot vacuum. Currently my robot vacuum is set up just in my bedroom. The cons of a robot vacuum is your house has to be relatively picked up and clean, and the robot vacuum is great for fur that gets shed throughout the day. But my house always has a cat toy, a bucket of tools, a random bra, so I isolated my robot right to my bedroom. But honestly, it's so nice to go in there and not like step on one piece of litter that you track into your bed. So I do recommend a robot vacuum when it works. Finally, I live in a city and I found out that having a screen door has been so nice for my cats. I don't have a catio situation right now. My cats, my boy cats, when they get together, I think that they can cause a lot of problems, and I feel like they could mischievously figure out a way to get out of the catio. I just don't trust them. However, I have a screen door that looks out into my backyard, and it is so satisfying to me to open the screen door in the morning and watch my little cats run to the screen door and watch the birds and get fresh air and take a nap in the sunshine. Opening the screen door, I feel like, is TV for my cats, and I really love it. Honorable mentions: if you are like me and you like plants, ceiling plant hangers have been a lifesaver. My cats love eating plants that have leaves that can like, but they don't bother any plant that is like this, like a cactus, solid, wouldn't move in the wind. So I keep most of my plants hanging from the ceiling. It gets a little nutty at one point when you have, 10 ceiling plants, but everybody's safe and I am happy as a plant lady who just cannot stop herself. All of my cats behave differently in different ways. One of my cats loves cardboard scratch pads and one of my cats loves scratching leather shoes. He just can't get enough. So observing your cats and seeing how they tick, I think, is the best way to figure out what works for them. But these tips that I shared today are what works best for me and my cats, and which I've noticed. Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything, if you have a little tip or trick that you think we would all love to hear. Leave it in the comments below, and thank you guys so much. This is kind of my first little cat video, and I thought I would come out with a little bit of a tips. I've been dying to tell people about dishwasher safe bowls, so let me know if you would like more cat videos in the future. Somebody who lives here said that they would help me film it, so let me know what you would like to see. And until next time, check out PetSafe, all linked down below. Thank you, PetSafe, so much for sponsoring this video. I love my cats so much. They're such a big part of my life, so this was so fun to collaborate and work together. Thank you, and until next time, bye!